Butter Swim Biscuits, peach cobbler style. Absolutely insane. The glaze alone, let's bite into this thing. Beautiful biscuit, perfectly cooked, crispy top, tender inside. Let's go for it.
We start the biscuit off with some all-purpose flour, a little bit of white sugar, some salt, and then we're going to give this a nice mix. You can also sift this if you have the time, but hand mixing it like this is just fine. Then we're going to go in with whole milk. This recipe usually is done with buttermilk, but a lot of people don't have buttermilk on hand. So if you have that whole milk, go ahead and use it. Then we're going in with some diced peaches. You can use fresh or you can use canned, but drain all that syrup and get them as dry as you can. Then you're gonna wanna give everything a nice mix, but try to keep the lumps. So as you can see, I'm gently folding in the peaches, and then I'm gonna go in with a couple tablespoons of this kind of like peach jam or peach preserve. This is optional, but I like to swirl that in just to have a little bit more peach flavor throughout. My stick of butter has melted in my 8x8 pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour the batter into that butter. Now, these biscuits are called Butter Swim Biscuits for this exact reason. You can see the batter is literally swimming in the butter. Now we're gonna just go ahead and smooth everything over. Make sure the batter is touching the edges so that you get those really nice, crunchy, crisp edges. And yeah, you're just gonna smooth it out. Now we grab our knife and we're just going to slice 9 squares so that the biscuits have a little bit of shape once they're cooked, and this is not just a cake. Now, you can do this once the biscuits are out of the oven, but I like to do this before the biscuits get cooked because it does give it a little guide of where the biscuits should get cut. Also optional is a cinnamon sugar topping, but if you're gonna go for a sweet biscuit, you might as well go all the way. We're gonna go ahead and sprinkle on our cinnamon sugar, and then into the oven it goes. These biscuits bake up at 450 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is, so keep an eye on them. Pro tip here is to cook it on a baking tray with some parchment paper because that butter will overflow in your oven. Okay, so that's a pro tip. And also bake it in the middle position of the oven. While that's baking away, go ahead and get started on your glaze. This is also optional, but you kind of want it. It's going to be powdered sugar, some cream cheese, a little vanilla, and some of that peach syrup from the diced peaches. Give everything a nice whisk. You can also use a hand blender if you want, but whisking it by hand gives you a little exercise, a little workout. It's perfect. Then all that's left to do is drizzle it on top once the biscuits are cool. Okay, give it a minute to cool, and then glaze it all up.